kept that in. Nah, hold on. Now it's my turn.
Total Drama, the only show you can see cartoon knockers.
First,
Characters survive.
See, I can't look at that, bro. I'm an adult now. When I was 10, it was okay. It's not okay anymore. The viewers can see it. Don't show that to me.
Dangerous camp challenges, teenage drama, and if you stick around to the end of this video, you'll see some BFDI knockers too.
Stop!
Fiery, tennis ball, golf ball, pen, blocky, eraser, TV, remote, nickel, bell, and coiny.
You guys
God
will officially
dang,
be
bro.
known as the Killer Bass.
Fries, puffball, ruby, pencil, match, bubble, spongy, loser, snowball, lightning, and pillow.
You are
Interesting.
officially known as the Screaming Gophers.
The first challenge will be to jump off the giant cliff. If you refuse, you're a chicken and will wear the chicken hat. Whichever
Delicious.
team has the most chickens loses. Starting with the killer bass, there are already immediate problems.
Fiery.
The rest of the team, though, wouldn't have too much of an issue jumping. Waffle McWeezer's sloppy doo!
Exactly.
Nickel exclaims as he plummets to his death.
Yep.
The only one that might be scared to jump would be Belle.
I think you should jump.
What the heck? What was that? Okay. This man's
I don't
freaked
think
out.
I want to.
You don't want to? Why don't you show a little follow through, Chelsea? Jump.
The thing about Belle is that she's attached to a string that extends indefinitely, so there's not... Yeah, you can go ahead and jump off the cliff.
Please, I just want to
I'm
get
not
down.
suggesting anymore. Jump.
Wait,
Screaming
where'd the string
Gophers,
go?
The Flyers would technically pass by just flying down there, but Match and Pencil would refuse to get their hair wet and become chickens.
I'm going to die now.
No,
I'm
Pencil
going to
wouldn't.
freaking
Match
die
would,
now.
definitely. Oh! Really? God dang, bro.
Spongey's cannonball caused a nationwide earthquake, causing the death of millions. Well, since Coiny is dead, we're
What?
gonna have to replace him with the next best thing. Suitcase from Inanimate Insanity.
What the heck? Are
No
you
one
serious?
has the power to make you feel like
Oh
a person.
God, what happened to your voice? You used to sound like a little British girl.
Right! That's what I said, man. As soon as Suitcase came on in that Inanimate Insanity season 4, I was like, what happened, bro? What happened? This Stinger just became gender bent out of nowhere. Stinger sounds like a 26-year-old dude working at Little Caesars. What happened?
Oh,
Hi, I'm sorry Knife was so mean to you, but I'll join your alliance.
your balls dropped. I
Right.
didn't even know girls could do that. We're just gonna revolve Coiny and forget that. Anyway, due to not wanting to die, the killer bass had 3 chickens compared
on
to the
fire.
2, which means they have to vote someone off. During dinner, they start to discuss who to eliminate. Although the mechanical minds cause the elimination, Golf Ball argues to keep them for later uses, and Coiny suggests voting Fiery. All while this debate is going on, Nickel is stressing out and blurts out, "Pinky Donkey Sloppy Pookie!"
And now he's gone.
The first elimination ceremony commences.
And now
as
he's
the
gone.
contestants decide who to vote for, the answer actually becomes clear. Nickel, the entire day, has been uttering complete nonsense
Yeah.
and not taking anything serious. The elimination ends with Nickel not receiving a marshmallow. Holy Gooby, give me you back! Nickel exclaims
All right,
as
then.
he takes the boat of losers and is the first eliminated. The next challenge is the sleepathon. Stay awake for the longest.
Beautiful.
This time, TV and remote would benefit their team with their battery lives. On the other team, Spongey is on his exercise bike because he caused a freaking earthquake last
What?
time and is trying to get fit. Good for you, Spongey. But that's still not enough to way out the other problems on his team. With
What?
Match's break times and Pillow's abrupt naps,
Way out.
this team is losing for sure.
I don't even think that's a phrase. I don't think that's a saying at all. And if it was, it still wouldn't fit, bro.
The Alliance would all vote Spongey since Match and
It still wouldn't fit, just like Spongey in this picture frame. Ah! Okay,
Pencil find him disgusting. But the rest of the team would have their votes split between Match and Pillow. And the second camper voted off is...
Definitely Match.
Pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, they saw Pillow eating a squirrel and murdering Chef, so
Wow.
her team would just be scared. The next challenge
Good.
is Dodgeball.
No,
Pretty
that's
straightforward.
wonderful.
Teamwork and physical strength are key here. The bros would be good at Dodgeball, but the team is also full of nerds.
Right.
Ew, nerds. That just wouldn't succeed in this game. TV and remote are also too fragile. Any ball that hits them is a broken screen and missing batteries.
Nah, remote is OD strong, bro. You've seen remote at her best. Their best, it's best.
The other team just has more unique skills.
Why is
Lightning
Duncan
can
throwing
electrocute
it?
the ball and create a powerful lightning dodgeball. Spongey can be a giant shield for his team,
Yeah.
and the other members are all aggressive and strong. Golf ball and tennis ball sit down to strategize. Although golf ball values mechanical minds, she realizes
useless.
that in a camp setting like this, they actually aren't very optimal.
Liability.
They agree they should keep one of them just in case and vote the other one now. And the third camper voted out is Remote.
Why?
Between the two, TV just has more connection to his team. The next day,
But remote has arms.
Spongey continues the grind. I mean, after
Bro.
you caused a national catastrophe, would you also not want to be built like a Whopper? But
Stop.
Spongey's training is cut short by Lightning, who electrocutes him by Pencil's demand. Snowball sees this and asks why Lightning is listening to Pencil. Lightning reveals that if he obeys Pencil, he won't be a target for the Alliance, seeing they
I
have
see.
potential power in the voting, which alarms Snowball. The next challenge is a talent show. For the Killer Bass, their first performer would be Belle with her beautiful, majestic singing. Then they'd set up TV
Wow.
to perform a show on his screen. And finally end with Coiny on the
You
ukulele.
can't fade away.
Man, good old Coiny playing the ukulele
Indeed.
like always. On the opposing team, they eagerly select Loser
Green
to
hair
perform whatever he's famous for or something. And Match struts on stage, thinking her new hairdo is going to wow the judges.
Ew.
Spoiler warning, it did not. The
Nasty.
Screaming Gophers lose and the Alliance gets together to talk about the vote. Bubble is worried that Match is in danger after losing the talent show, but Pencil suggests a way to save her. Pencil paints a target on Loser instead by pointing out how Loser's popularity is going to be a major threat in a game like this. And Loser is eliminated.
They
Snowball
did do
sees
that.
firsthand the power the Alliance
Caleb.
has amongst the team.
And
Next,
Justin.
the campers have to survive one night in the wilderness. The Killer Bass start strong as they have TV for navigation and Fiery as lights. Golf Ball bosses everyone around, making sure everyone sets up the tents and gets supplies and massages her greasy little toes.
Ew.
Meanwhile, the Screaming Gophers run into a grizzly bear, but Lightning
Somebody on Reddit is just loving this image, not gonna lie.
can easily electrocute it while Puffball flies up to scout out the area.
My brother in Christ, if you think that a lightning strike will take down a grizzly bear, you are higher than the Burj Khalifa.
As the challenge
Not
goes
gonna lie.
on, Coiny and Fiery start a slapping fight and get separated from the team. And in a challenge like this where sticking together is crucial, they lose for their team. Fiery and Coiny would vote for each other, and Golf Ball would think Fiery is more useful, so in a 4-3 vote, Coiny is eliminated.
Dang.
The next challenge is conquering your fear. Eraser faces pentagons, Fiery faces heights, Belle faces roller coasters, and Tennis Ball faces talking to woman. The Killer Bass
Wow.
lose yet again, as many of them have showed to be mortified by these fears, while the Screaming
Frickin'
Gophers
cat.
have Fries, who literally does not give a does not care about
At
anything.
anything.
And in terms of voting, it just makes sense for them to vote Belle. She would be the worst person to be facing fears. Belle screams so much and she can get so loud. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make an inappropriate
Stop!
joke. No, I
wait,
can make her
what?
scream. God damn it! An inappropriate. Next
Oh.
morning, Spongey continues to lock in and show
Alright then. It's Hot Richard in this piece. Jesus Christ.
shows off his abs to Match, who spits in his face and walks away. Little did she know, Spongey is into that. The next challenge
Spongy's
is to
a
canoe
fun.
to Boney Island, and once there, carry your canoe to the other side of the
Nasty.
island and create a
Just
rescue
nasty.
fire. Once at Boney Island, Tennis Ball and Golf Ball find a mysterious totem. They grab it to study for later. Puffball and Lightning are able to carry the canoe themselves and start trying to make their fire first. The Killer Bass arrive a little later, but Fiery is is able to use himself to make the fire and secure them the win.
As
The
would
Alliance
Match.
all agree to vote Spongey again, and
Why?
Pencil tells Lightning to do the same. Lightning agrees, not wanting to be their next target. Snowball hears this and realizes this is the only chance he has left to vote out an Alliance member,
Right.
because afterwards they'll have guaranteed voting power for the rest of the game. He approaches Lightning, trying to convince him not to vote with the Alliance. The elimination ceremony commences, and in a 5-4 vote, Match is eliminated. Tired of being
Bro, Spongey, wash your face.
controlled by fear, Lightning votes off Match, and Snowball breathes a sigh of relief. But before Match leaves, Pencil runs over and the two hardcore make out with each other.
What the? No.
Trapeze and Golf Ball spend the night studying the totem, discovering it has like ancient bad luck stuff on it. But they're interrupted by Eraser, who got up to find food.
Wow. Okay.
Next challenge is Paintball. Each team will have half of them be deer and half be hunters. The hunter's job is to hit the opposing team's deer. Penn happily wears his deer antlers because he's a gay furry, while Golf Ball starts strategizing on how to hunt for the other team. After
Why is he
Match's
gay
elimination,
now?
Pencil is pissed, and she
These guys don't even have sexual orientations. They're objects.
takes it out on her Alliance, yelling at them more than usual. Bubble snaps and the two start arguing, leaving
Good.
Ruby in the middle. Suddenly, the entire Alliance
Wow.
starts shooting at each other, and this commotion allows the Killer Bass to find them and shoot the rest of them,
Easy.
giving them the win. The Alliance sits in silence while Ruby is desperately trying to calm them down. The 8th camper eliminated is Ruby. Even though
Yeah.
Pencil is the most annoying, Snowball knew that Ruby was the most likely to help the Alliance repair themselves, meaning she was actually the biggest threat.
Makes
Pencil
sense.
gives Ruby the finger as she leaves.
Wow.
The next challenge
All
was
right.
to cook a meal, and the two teams have made their dishes, but Spongey stares longingly
Spongy,
at the
no.
food.
Spongy, no. You've done all this work, Spongy. Spongy, look in the mirror. Look at the abs, bro. Check your serratus, bro. Look at your hamstrings, bro. Those glutes. You've been doing squats, bro. Don't do it, man. Don't
need it.
No, Spongy, don't do it. You've been doing so well. And on the Killer Bass, Eraser didn't fare well either, and had also eaten his team's meal. On the Killer Bass,
What the heck, Dr. Doofenshmirtz? The frick?
Eraser didn't fare well either, and had
Barnacle
also
boy.
eaten his team's meal, meaning both teams have nothing. The clock ticks down, and Puffball suddenly grabs Fries and puts him on the plate.
Yep.
Thanks to Fries, the Killer Bass now face elimination, and this will be interesting because the team is divided into two groups. The Bros and the Nerds, leaving Fiery stuck in the middle with the deciding vote. And in the end, he decides to vote with the Bros, and Golf Ball is eliminated. The next challenge is a series of trust challenges.
smartest one.
First is rock climbing. One climbs and the other hoists them up. Pencil and Bubble pair up to try and make up after their fight, and
If you guys have never had a food baby before, you just haven't lived long enough. Because, man, I've had plenty of food babies in my time, because I like buffets. God dang.
teams up with Eraser.
You don't want to fall behind.
When I saw this scene for the first time as a wee lad, I knew I liked women, cause oh my god! Although Pencil and Bubble argue,
I knew I liked women when I was a child as well, because if I didn't, then I would have just known that, honestly.
getting along, they lose, as the chemistry between the Bros is way stronger. One person will have to cut around the poisonous parts of a deadly fish and have the other person eat it, trusting that they cut out the pieces correctly. For a prank, poison someone on purpose with deadly fish guts.
This program was brought to you by Blocky's Funny Doings International.
And the last part is the blind trapeze. One member will stand blindfolded on the platform while the partner says when to jump. Lightning correctly will stand blind.
Bro, I would definitely like to be on this team. If I was a teenager myself, I would definitely be on this team. Because for some reason, teenage me got along very well with girls. And even as an adult, most of the people that I communicate with on a weekly basis are also women. So I guess nothing has changed.
Folded on the platform while
Nothing's
the
changed at
partner
all.
says when to jump. Lightning correctly tells Fries when to jump, but turns out contact with Lightning doesn't go so well.
Yeah.
And the Screaming Gophers lose the challenge. Fries
They
glares
killed
at
him.
Lightning as he walks to the
They killed
elimination
him.
ceremony. Yeah, it's not looking good for Lightning.
innards are
He's a
gone.
target for the remaining alliance after he betrayed them. He messed up in the
Ouch.
challenge, electrocuting Fries. He's practically a flying weapon. A
Yeah.
huge threat once Merge hits, so Lightning is eliminated. The next challenge is military camp. Go through treacherous activities and be the last one standing. Eraser's too
Bro, of course Total Drama was not for kids. It was for teenagers. Most of the shows that we got from Canada were teenagers. One of them was literally called 16. It's specifically branded towards teens, bro. Although kids and adults can enjoy them too, because they're just the middle.
cool to listen like a good boy. So he would be out first. As he walks away, he burps out the cursed totem
Delicious.
he's had in his stomach. Tennis Ball reveals Eraser
You haven't
had
pooped
eaten
that out
it
yet?
a couple challenges back. The challenge continues and the Killer
Oh, they
Bats
don't poop.
lose and blame it on Eraser's curse. And at the elimination, Eraser is eliminated in a 4-2 vote. Penn didn't have it in him to vote Eraser, but Blocky did. The next day, it's revealed that the teams are merged and there's a special camper returning. Pillow. The final 12 contestants await for their
Actually,
first merge.
no. Kid shows, I believe, are a uniquely American thing. At least when it comes to the West. Because a lot of the other countries, Western countries specifically, their kid shows are also more teen and adult oriented. Ours have gotten more symbolic at times, like Steven Universe. They've dove into very hard topics, very loaded topics, like depression, suicide, like even sex. Things like that have been more common as I've grown up because of the changing social structure. But even then, America is still a pretty. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. We are a pansy nation. Every other group of kids can handle actually sensitive topics, but we still like to coddle our children and treat them like they have no brains whatsoever. That's the reason why kid shows are so stupid.
Merge challenge. And that's the end of part 1. Stick around for part 2 to find out who's the winner of Total Drama Island.
Forget about it as an adult show.
You're still here for those knockers I promised at the beginning?
No!
Alright, here you go. Oh yeah. Look at that
What the
majestic,
frick?
sexy beast!
God dang it, Spongey. Nah, he already lost that. He ate a whole turkey. He's never gonna be fit again, bro. Never.
Dating is dead.
I came here in the first place. So we got our nice little stream for the weekend. I hope you guys had a fun time, because I know I did. If you guys are ready for more, then keep tuning in, because there's always going to be more fun stuff to watch. And whenever there's more fun stuff to watch, you know, I'll throw my little spectacles on, and we can watch it together. But I digress. You are loved, you're appreciated, you're going to do amazing things. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Hope you go into this week feeling nice and spry and ready to rock. And eat your vegetables, drink your water, hug your mama. Just be great. You deserve it. So, peace.